Good day, ladies and gents. How are we, property entrepreneurs? Hope you're well and enjoyed a great weekend and all set up for Monday to have a smashing week ahead. Just making sure that we're coming through loud and clear. Right, so what we're going to do, so these midday mentoring seems to be going down pretty well. The feedback has been very, very encouraging. And obviously with over 60% of people actually viewing them for a Facebook Live video on a community, that's like very high engagement. So for as long as you guys are getting value, I'll continue to do these for you. Hi Michael, hi Alan. Obviously I can't commit to doing them every day, but whichever days I can, I'll drop a post on the group in the morning and then I'll see you on here at midday. So join me, ask questions during the videos, grab yourself a lunch, grab yourself a sandwich and join us either at 12 o'clock for 15-20 minutes mentoring, or if you don't get a chance to break at 12, when you're having your lunch, sit down, watch the recording, hopefully get some value from it. And I'll give you something different every time I do one. What we're going to look at today is the name of the game. So congratulations to those of you that secured your place on the accelerator on Friday's flash sale. That went crazy. The whole thing sold out in 18 minutes and then crashed the checkout. So congratulations to those of you that got through. Those of you that didn't, no worries. We're trying to sort some more rooms out with the Belfry, and we've created a waiting list for those of you that are still hoping to secure a place for September the 5th, 6th and 7th, I think it is. Check out online. Drop me a private message if you want to be added to the waiting list. Otherwise, if we do get some more places, I'll drop you a message on the group. So what we're going to look at today is the name of the game. So what this is this is a good one for Monday, because Monday's the start of the week. We want to set the week up for success, and we obviously want to smash it out the park. You want to make the most of your work time. And I suppose when we're looking at the art of productivity, one thing to acknowledge is you need to have a very clear line between work and play. So when you're working, hello Hannah, you absolute champion. Congratulations on the weekend. You absolutely smashed it out of the park. Had no doubt you were going to win. You should be very, very proud. So Hannah took the gold medal for the UK gymnastics this weekend. Absolutely phenomenal, Hannah. Very, very proud of you. Well done. You're very welcome. What we're going to look at here is the art of productivity and gamification, really. So one thing is you want to have a very clear line between work and play. So the danger as an entrepreneur, because you're self-managed, you're the first one to let yourself down, is you drift in and out of work, you procrastinate, you pick a bit up, you work slowly, things like that. Don't mistake activity for progress. With productivity, it's all about how much high value, quality work can you get out the door, how effectively, how efficiently, and how productive can you be. So the first thing to acknowledge is have a difference between work and play. When you're working, you want to be sat down, working, locked in, being productive, bang, 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 job done, bang, 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 job done. If you've not watched mine and Adam's podcast, check that out on YouTube. So 6 rounds, Daniel Hill and Adam Goff. There's a 10-minute, one of the rounds is about productivity. Watch that, that's really good. What we talk about is you want to be focused, locked in, highly productive. So have a clear difference between work and play. If you're working, sit down, productive, bang, job done. If you're playing and no messing around, no Facebook, no messing around on Instagram, procrastinating, sharpening pencils, whatever. If you're working, work, and if you're playing, play. So when we're playing, it's like you want to be having the evenings off, the weekends off. You don't want to be trying to enjoy your social time, your play time, but feel guilty you haven't done your work, or begrudging the fact you're having some time off. And the way that we do this is get the art of ultimate productivity nailed, so that when you get to the end of a day, you can sign off, you've done your work, you've set yourself up for success, it's nailed, and then you can enjoy your evening. You get to a Friday and you feel like you've pushed yourself, you feel satisfied, you feel like you actually deserve the weekend. It's all a game, and what we want to do is play the game. As we do this, what we're going to look at today with name of the game. So the name of the game, and this is all about gamification. So on Property Entrepreneur, we talk about all the time that it's all a game. So I'm not being blasé or flippant. You know, we're all entrepreneurs, we employ people, we invest lots of money, we work with other people's money. You know, there's lots of responsibility as an entrepreneur. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying here is it's all a game, and you want to gamify. Games should be fun. You know, master the rules and play to win. Games should be fun. When we're talking about the name of the game, this is one little trick that I want to set you up with today, which I think you'll get really good value from this week. So on Property Entrepreneur, we use names and titles and targets to focus our efforts, because it is all a game. You want it to be fun, you want to have some focus. And if you're in the corporate space, or you've had any involvement, you work with, or you own a training company, you'll know that gamification is becoming ginormous. App-based performance tracking, target-driven applications, online, scheduled work distribution platforms, all of this sort of way to gamify tasks. You know, the fact that it makes a noise when you've done a task, or it changes colour when it's completed. It's all, and how many tasks you got through today, how many emails you responded to, whatever. The gamification space is getting ginormous, especially in the space of training and development. So any of you that work in corporates or education training programs, or even schools, you know, you've got like, is it Kojo, something like that, you know, the new version of Facebook, gamifying it all. You want to get into the space of like the name of the game. So what we do here is, on Property Entrepreneur, we use names and titles to focus our efforts. And this starts all the way from the headline for the year. So in every single one of our companies, all the property entrepreneurs who are on Property Entrepreneur, we have what we call a headline strategy. And this is one sentence. So it's one sentence for the whole year that defines what your business is going to do. So PPN UK's headline strategy has been, we had Crossing the Desert one year, which was when we were going from 350 to 1,000 rooms. We had Get Ready to Scale, which was when we were scaling Portfolio Builder, up from doing a small amount of HMOs up to, you know, lots of developments and doing more deals. When we scaled Property Entrepreneur, we had a year before we scaled called Create an Audience. Last year, because PPN UK, all of the companies had aggressive growth for 5 years, doubling in size every year for 5 years. What we had was a big company with lots of people, lots of revenue, but we had hammered the profit because we used all of our own money to scale it. It hadn't been. You can't have fast growth and profit if you're going to use your own money, really. You know, you can't have your cake and eat it in every capacity. So we'd done that growth. So last year we had a year called Bottom Line Time. So the name of the game last year was Bottom Line Time, and what that meant for the whole year, the headline strategy for all of the companies was bottom line time. And what this means is that every decision in the business is made on bottom line time. So when you're growing fast and you just throw money at it, you don't worry about negotiating packages and, you know, drilling things down to the granular detail. It's like grow, sales, expansion at all costs. Last year, the name of the game was bottom line time. So every single decision we made in all of the companies was about profit. How do you get that money down to the bottom line? And then this year, the name of the game for all PPN UK companies is level up. So how do we level up everything we've done? So our developments, you know, we've gone from doing mainly HMOs and small blocks of flats up to doing larger blocks of flats and mainly developments rather than HMOs. So that's leveling up. Property Entrepreneur, last year we introduced the foundation program. So then we had the foundation and the board. This year we're leveling that up and we're having the foundation. We're introducing the advanced program, which is already sold out for next year, and then the board, which again is already sold out for next year. That's an example of how we level up. Multi-Let UK. Over the last 5 years, we've grown basically organically, a bit of marketing spend, but basically organically. So it's grown sort of by, you know, 10 to 50 rooms a month by organic growth. Leveling up this year, we've gone into acquisitions. So whereas last year we might have added, you know, 3 to 20 rooms a week or a month or whatever. This year, you know, in Q1 we bought 3 agents. We made 3 acquisitions, and we acquired other agencies because we're leveling up. So that's the name of the game for the headline strategy. Name of the game gives you focus. It makes it clear. It gets everyone singing off the same hymn sheet, and it lets you know what game you're playing in a certain period of time. And headline strategy is a year. We also then break things down into quarters, where we use the seasons, or into months and into weeks. So on the board we have quarterly targets, and we have top threes every month. And then the name of the game is, what's your biggest challenge, or what's your biggest focus for this quarter? Is those name of the games. Test drive this today, and what I want to do is try and get you to start thinking about being strategic, being savvy, and being focused with what you do. So today, for example, the name of the game for me. So this is, so today, Mondays, I work in the office, which is here, at head office in Nottingham. And I work here on a Monday, and normally I do all my day-to-day stuff. So I go in my inbox, I'll meet with the team to do one-to-ones, I'll play catch-up. So today, my name of the game today, because I've had a few like big weeks, we had the flash sale, I had my photo shoot last week, we've got quite a few developments going through at the moment. I've been doing lots of sort of in-the-moment, reactive-ish stuff. So yesterday, when I was doing my Sunday Sanity, which some of you will be aware of, Sunday Sanity is planning your week on a Sunday. Don't start the week until it's finished. Plan it on a Sunday, sleep on it, and then straight out the traps first thing Monday. That's an absolute no-brainer. Maybe I'll share Sunday Sanity with you at some point. When I was doing my Sunday Sanity, I was like, right, Monday for me, I want a big start to the week, I want to play catch-up. So the name of the game for me today is Clear the Desk. So yesterday when I was planning my Monday, planning my week and planning my Monday, the name of the game for me today is to clear the decks. So clear the decks, smash it out of the park, and it's a day of just getting and clearing the decks. By the time I get to the end of today, my inbox will be cleared, all those little jobs that I've been putting off will be completed, all the things the team have been waiting for me to come back to them on will be done. So I'm doing lots of playing catch up, and normally they're the jobs that I don't really like doing. But the name of the game today is to clear the decks. All of a sudden it's a challenge, it's a game, it's all a game. The game today is clear the decks. So it's like, right, well, how do I do that? So this is my to-do list. I'm like proper old school. I use journals, notepads, things like that. This is my to-do list for the day. And what I did was I wrote down all of the things, all those little jobs like edit PDF, send email, clear inbox, instruct podcast, update XYZ, all these little jobs that have been messing around for ages. I sat there first thing this morning and I made a list of all of the jobs from all my different journals, emails, notes into one big thing. And then I broke it down So the name of the game, think about the name of the game for your day. So the name of the game for me today is Clear the Decks. It's a big list, and then what I do is I highlight 10 or 15 tasks. They're the first ones that I want to do. And this is how you use a to-do list effectively. You want to get momentum, you want to get focused, you want to get locked in, you want to smash it, make the list. That's ginormous, that's a whole day's work. If I sit there and look at that, I'll be like, what I'll do then is I'll do the easy jobs. We'll all just be like, okay, I'll do that. I need to ask Lucy to order some stationery, or, my pencils aren't sharp enough, I better sharpen them. Write the list, and then you want to chunk it down. So the name of the game is Clear the Decks. Chunk it down. So I use highlighters. Again, I'm old school. Highlight the first sort of 10 jobs or so, 15 jobs. So I'm like, right, these ones will go first. And then put numbers next to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that I might do 5 or 10. What I'll do is I'll allocate basically 90 minutes worth of work. I'll be like, well, how much do I think I can get done in 90 minutes? So I'll write down maybe, depends how big the tasks are, between 5 and say 15 jobs. Write those down, 1, 2, they're already written down, but I'll just number them. 1, 2, 3, 15. Again, name of the game. Gamifying it, getting it fired up. And then I'm like, right, well, that'll take me about 90 minutes. And then we're all like disobedient children. You want to treat yourself like a disobedient child. It's 90 minutes work, it's head down. They're not the most engaging tasks, but they're already a lot more enjoyable because it's the name of the game today, to clear the decks, knowing that by the end of the day today I'll be caught up on everything, and then I can enjoy the rest of the week doing high value activity. At the end of 90 minutes I get a reward. So at the end of 90 minutes, my first 90 minutes this morning was a coffee. I had a coffee before I started to get locked into it. At the end of the 90 minutes was a coffee, and then at the end of the next 90 minutes was to go and look at a deal this morning. Work by reward. Create yourself 90 minutes worth of work, and then the reward when you've done all of that is your breakfast. I had my oats and protein at 11 o'clock. That was one of my rewards. So that 90 minutes, I'm like locked in. How quick can I get it done? Bang. And then once you do a task, physically cross it out. Like if you're going old school like me, physically cross out the job. It's like, yes, bang, that's number 2 done. 3, bang. And then rattle through these. And then this is the name of the game. So the name of the game for me is clear the decks today. And this week, so I've got this week, the name of the game this week. So when I was journaling, I was on a flight yesterday on the way back from Germany. And on the flight, I was looking at my journal. I was like, what do I want this week to be like? So I'm Property Entrepreneur, we talk about life by design all the time. I do a lot of reflection. I've got loads of journals. These are my 2 that I use. This is my day-to-day journal, which I use for to-do lists, scribbles, tasks, things like that. And then this is my, I told you about headline strategy. This is my level up journal. So this is my journal this year about leveling up. And it records all of my experiences, all my challenges, all my successes, my quarterly review, name of the game. Look, that was quarter 1. That was name of the game. The name of the game for quarter 1 was body transformation, which obviously I've just completed that. So really, really happy with that. Quarter 2. Here's my quarter 2 one. And my biggest challenge, again, name of the game. My biggest challenge for this quarter is I'm a bit of a Mr. Lastminute.com. I wouldn't say I lack organisation or planning. I would say I cram so much work in. My deadlines are really, really short. So I can be doing things always towards the end of the deadline. And let's be honest, deadlines get things done. I do things towards the end of the deadline. The reality though, when you run in multiple companies and you've got like a big team, I end up creating emergencies for other people because I'm operating so close to the deadline all the time. So the name of the game for me, my biggest personal challenge this quarter, which is something we do on the board and on Property Entrepreneur, is be early. So the name of the game for me this month, because I don't want to be Mr. Lastminute.com all the time, because I appreciate that frustrates other people, it creates problems for them. I'd say I am organised and I'm effective and I'm highly, highly productive, but I'm quite comfortable running right to the wire with print deadlines, design deadlines, any deadlines really. That's like a comfortable space for me, but I appreciate that's because I'm a dynamo really, a dynamo profile. Whereas lots of my team aren't. They need to be more prepared. They've got their own workload. They can't be as reactive as I am because, I'm constantly working on the business rather than in it. They have their day-to-day responsibilities as well. So yeah, name of the game. Think about today or this week. What is the name of the game for you? So when I was on the plane yesterday, on the plane back last night, I was like, what sort of week do I want to have this week? Last week was pretty mental. I'd finished my 14-week cut. I did my photo shoot. We did the flash sale. It was quite an intense week. So the name of the game this week for me is balance. So I'm going to have a balanced week. I'm going to be productive. It's going to be high energy. I'm going to get lots done, add lots of value, but it's going to be balanced. Some weeks are all guns blazing, like, working every hour that I'm actually awake, balls to the wall, back to back, like bang, bang, bang. This week it's going to be balance. It's going to be enjoy the gym, enjoy my workload, not sort of slow down at all, but just be more balanced. That's the name of the game for me. This week. Have a think for yourselves. If you were to give this week a name, and I'd be interested to know once you've done it, post it on the video. This week, what is this week for you? Give it a name, and it's something that sort of summarises it. You don't want a long, lengthy sentence like a headline strategy. Bottom line time, crossing the desert, level up. This week for me is balance. My biggest challenge this month is the fact I don't want to be Mr. Lastminute.com. So I've summarised that as be early. So my mindset now is I want to be early. I want to be early for everything. Early for meetings, early for setting the team up, early for deadlines, early for projects, and just change that mindset. And when you have all these little games set up, it makes it fun, it makes it engaging, it makes it challenging, it makes it different, it gives you some variety, it pushes you forward, it focuses you, it makes you more engaged. And try this week to end the week feeling good, feel like you've had a productive week. Think about what's the name of the game for you this week. And then maybe today, obviously it's already 12:20, but think about what is the name of the game for you today or tomorrow. So tomorrow I have a finance day. So tomorrow afternoon is Master My Money. So tomorrow morning I'm doing property entrepreneur work, and then I'm going to the gym, and then tomorrow afternoon I'm doing Master My Money. I don't really like doing finance stuff. I don't like reviewing P&Ls and going through balance sheets and all those sort of things. But it's the end of the month. They need to be done. And one thing I do value is mastering my money. It's having a handle on my finances. So the name of the game tomorrow afternoon for me is master my money. It's very clear then. I've got in the morning is Property Entrepreneur, which is the name of the game. Well, it's not actually. The name of the game is Create an Audience. So Create an Audience, which is our Property Entrepreneur marketing campaign. And then Master My Money, which is my personal finances, reviewing P&Ls, updating my balance sheet, all those sort of things in the afternoon. What's the name of the game for you this week? What's the name of the game for you today? And then with regards to your workload, if you're doing a day of clearing the decks, jot down all the tasks, highlight the first 10, number them in priority order by priority and value, not how easy they are, because that's the whole eat the frog mentality. And then 90-minute chunks, hammer through the work, bang, 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 bang. Get that done. Work by reward. Have a snack. Watch a YouTube video. Go on WhatsApp. Go on Facebook, and then get back at it for another 90 minutes. And then distribute work and play. Have a very clear line between work and play. If you're working, don't sit there pretending you're working and procrastinating, because it won't make you feel good. You're wasting your time. If you're not going to work, you might as well play. If you're working, it's hell yes or hell no. In the middle is just hell. If you're working, get your head down, work, be productive. By the time you finish, you want to feel satisfied, you want to feel productive, you want to feel rewarded. And then playtime equally. When you shut your laptop Friday afternoon and you go away for the weekend, or you go and enjoy your weekend, you want to be feeling like you've done a good week, you've deserved your weekend, and it'll be a lot more engaging. Have a think about that. Have a think about what is the name of the game for you today, what is the name of the game for you this week, and perhaps what's the name of the game for you this year. If you're not currently on Property Entrepreneur and you're not attending the accelerator in September, think about your headline strategy. This starts October, November, December. We spend 3 months crafting the headline strategy for every business. Think about what your headline strategy currently is based on what you're doing, and then think about next year, what's that going to look like? That as an exercise, really, though, I wouldn't do it now because we're in the summer. Wait until the autumn, and we spend October, November, December. I'll take you through some of that. I'll take you through all of the accelerator, and I'll take you through it on, obviously, Property Entrepreneur. Think about the name of the game for you today, this week. What's your focus? One word, one sentence. What's the name of the game for this week? And share it. I'd like to hear I'd like to hear where you get to with it. I'd like to hear what focus you pick up. And just remember, it's all a game. You're a disobedient child. You need to be held accountable. You need to plan things out. You need to make it all a game, and you want to be able to distribute. You want to be able to separate and define between work and play, because it all needs to be fun. It all needs to be productive, and we need to keep your engagement if you're going to do this for a sustained period of time. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some value. Monday's Midday Mentoring. My intention is to do one for you tomorrow as well, so join me tomorrow. Lots of familiar faces and names keep popping up. Look forward to seeing you at midday tomorrow, and I'll see what I've got in store for you then. So smash Monday out of the park. It's a good start to the week. Make sure you're getting ahead of the game. Decide what the name of your game is for the day ahead, and I will catch you all later on. Have a fantastic Monday afternoon and figure out what the name of your game is for the week ahead. See you later, guys.